For y'all that couldn't hear, she asked, paraphrase, how did you get, or how did Patina get her mouth, her embouchure, the way that it was for, when she kind of drops into Raquel, and a follow-up question after that.
So it was intentional, it was specific. I listened to a bunch of people. I wanted it to be sort of this character who, how does she hold tension? How does she hold trauma? And so when I think about developing a character, I think about it all. I think about the voice, I think about how they move, I think about what things excite them. And so for me, the voice was the first thing that I wanted to find. And before we even started, so I started working on just the character working with the dialect coach in December. We started shooting in February. And so he would send me all of this different stuff, different people to listen to. I listened to some really early 50, not 50 now, because accents and dialects change with time. It changes depending on who you're around. And so for me, I wanted it to feel authentic. I wanted to feel special to her, special to the time period. So I started listening to tons of people from Southside Jamaica, Queens, that's older people. I looked at documentaries, and him and I worked together. And I remember I was on YouTube and I was doing my research, and I stumbled upon this woman, this amazing black woman. She was about the right age, and she was talking about gentrification in Southside Jamaica, Queens, and she was going off. And there was something about her mouth where she never opened her mouth really, and I was like, damn, she's going there and she's talking about gentrification, and she's just so intense with her mouth, and I loved it. And I thought, I can't take my eyes off of her. What is her story? And a lot of it came out of that tension, and I was like, oh my god, ooh, what if Raquel sort of had that same thing? You're watching this swaggy character, and she's so sexy and she's tough and she's all this and that, but where does she hold her tension? And so for me, that's how I developed that in my creative artist way of how I wanted to, little ways of showing different parts of the character. And so it just started out watching this really dope woman talk about how she was tired of gentrification, and listening to her speak and listening to how deep her voice was, and mine was kind of deep too, and how could it sing? And so the accent kind of sings a little bit, and when she raises her voice, she never really raises her voice. And what is it like to spiral but keep it really low key? And I think that's more deadly than doing a bunch of yelling and shouting. And so I really, really worked on the character stuff is really specific, and I am so proud of that, and I thank you for watching that and appreciating that, because that's the work that I love to do.
It pays off.